Yeah, really frustrating. Definitely not the season any of us had envisioned coming into the year. Really disappointed in the way it turned out. I think our team should have performed a lot better than it did, and yeah, this isn't going to be a recurrence. I don't think we're going to be in this situation again, and it sucks.
Robert, Justin was mentioning too that, it's not just your performance on the ice, but things that happen off the ice as well. Do you see it all kind of going hand in hand as to what led to the decline?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I think a lot of stuff off the ice leads to on the ice, and yeah, I think we underperformed. There's no other way to put it. And right from the start of the season, we got behind the eight ball. Had a bad start, and we weren't able to catch up from that.
Late in the year, you talked about the culture coming back. What aspects of the culture did you see late in the season that maybe you weren't seeing at the beginning of it?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of different things. I think whether it's playing for each other, whether it's little details on the ice, off the ice. I think those things are crucial to winning. And it wasn't there at the start of the season, and it started to come back at the end. But I think we had a lot of work to do this summer to get back to what's made this franchise successful in the past.
Are you going to train any differently, or I don't even know if you've given that a ton of thought yet, but just what your off season might look like?
Yeah, definitely. I think all of us should change something up. This is something that we're not happy about, and this just can't happen. The way this season went, and so for me personally, I'm definitely going to be changing something up, and what that is still hasn't been figured out.
And you especially, I mean, every level you've been at, you've won, and you've won big. You come into the NHL, you win a cup your rookie year. This is, for you, it's got to be especially tough to swallow, right? Not to be sitting and not watching the playoffs here.
Yeah.
Or participating in the playoffs.
Yeah. I've said this over and over this year, and you learn a lot winning, and you learn even more when you lose. This is something that is new to me. You learn a lot going through this whole season, and I think if you don't learn, then you're not going to be able to grow and get better and be more successful. So I think that's my biggest takeaway from the year.
And is there one or two things maybe that, when you talk about learning, that hit you the most about it? Maybe you learned?
I won't get into specific details, but I think throughout my first couple of years, you see leaders, Petro, Steiner, you see all those guys, and you kind of pick up on things that they did that that you see throughout the season that could be different. So I think that's something that when you kind of step back from the season and can reflect on are things you can learn, and things that will help you prepare for next season.
Along those lines, Justin just sat there and rattled off 10 attributes that Ryan O'Reilly had that I'm sure you're familiar with. Is that the guy you want to be? I mean, do you want in a couple of years to have a guy like Falk rattling off the 10 attributes that you bring to the team in terms of what Ryan brought?
Yeah, I think there's he was a great leader. He did, all those things. I could probably name 10 more things, and it's something that in my career I've had Petro, I've had him, I've had Steiner, I've had Bomeister. There's a list of guys, and you take bits and pieces from everyone, and you try and find your own way to become a leader. And I think that's something that I learned a lot this year. You had to grow up quickly, and I think as you kind of scan and find your way, you're able to look at guys like that and help kind of build your own path.
Do you think the new contract, did you feel any pressure of the expectations? Because it kind of maybe for a lot of people raises the bar of expectations. Or was it a case where once you started playing the season, you were just playing?
I think I think the greatest expectation you put on it is yourself. I think you expect so much from yourself, and I don't think the contract plays into any factor about that. I think I have a vision of where I want to be and where I want my career to be, and I got to live up to that.
You mentioned the end of the season, talking about a learning opportunity. You said you guys started to find at least something. As far as what you could learn from the end of this season with a couple new faces, do you feel more optimistic coming into the offseason, into next season, that you guys can find something?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of work that's got to be done. A lot of learning, a lot of we can watch the playoffs and find what made those teams successful, and I think everyone's got to come in with a fresh mindset and be ready to build that culture back. It starts in the summer. It starts right now, and I know all of us are eager for a chance at redemption.